Hello friends, this is Sherry. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. I am working on tags today, so it's hashtag Tag Tuesday. This is an open collab hosted by me, and if you would like to participate, everyone's welcome. You just post your tag video or Instagram post on any Tuesday, and you can do it every week, every Tuesday. You can do it once a month. You can do it once a year, whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's stress-free, drama-free. Just have some fun making tags, no prompts or anything like that, just whatever you want to do. So we're just having fun making tags. Today I wanted to make some simple ones, and I had been wanting to use my wrapping paper for a couple weeks now, so I finally got around to it. But what I did was take apart my wrapping paper. I have two of these William Morris wrapping paper books. Here's a scrap, but I'll just show you the beauty real quick. How pretty these. This is the Paisley. It's called Paisley. This particular wrapping paper book, of course, you can see why. But I love this one. Looks very retro, doesn't it? And so, yeah, I couldn't use them all today, but I used a couple. But I did take it apart so that I could, I don't know, I feel like maybe now I will use it more readily if it's, ready for me to grab a sheet. This was some of the paper that was in the front, so I figured these could be book pages or something. Like this one could be a book page, a journal page. This one I might cut out this picture and make it into like a journaling card or something. Or it could be, a page. It could be put on a page, or it could be a pocket or something. And here's another one, pretty picture. And then this too, here, excuse me, here's the cover or title page. So you can see this right here I would cut out, and then you can see here it is. Gift wraps by artist, and it's called Paisley. And yeah, so let's see, what was the copyright here? 1988. So anyway, so I took one whole piece and glued it onto a brown file folder that I have. This is not the regular brown file folder. These are extra thick ones that a school were used by a school and then given to the thrift store after they didn't need them anymore. And so this one is one whole piece. This one is two pieces because I had used a piece of one of the wrapping papers, and decided to just use the scraps on here. You can't even really tell where I glued it, but I'm going to cut it up anyway. So I just saved a little time before the video. I went ahead and glued these together. So now I'm going to cut them up. I want to see, I don't want them to be too big or too small. I kind of just want them to be good size to go in any journal, small or large. You know what I mean? So let's just go ahead and start cutting here. I thought I'd cut them up into tag shapes. I do want to add toppers, and I want to sew around the edges. Okay, so there's a good start. Let's go ahead and see if we can get like 4 out of this one. Let's see. Like I said, not too big, not too small. And the idea is to have some journaling space on the back. So there we go. Very pretty, right? Simple. And I wanted to, use some of my wrapping paper. I haven't used it very much since I bought these particular wrapping paper books from the thrift store. And I just used a piece of a piece as a page in the current journal I'm working on, the flea market journal. So I had this particular book sitting out here, and I thought I'd really like to make some tags. Not necessarily, I mean, they can be used in that journal, of course, but I can just have them ready too to stick into journals. These are colorful, but I would say, very vintagey looking. So these are a little taller than the first little strip there. And let's see. Let me cut it this way. Okay, so there's that one as in 2 rectangles so far. Making progress. This I think I will, let's see now, my line right here is the 2 pieces. And I don't really want that on a journal, so I'm going to cut around that, you know what I mean, in So I don't have that like seam of the two pieces that I glued on here. So, oh, that's very crooked. How did I do that? Let's try that again. Let's see, where's my seam? Did I cut it off? Okay, there's my seam. Let me put that over the line there. Can't hardly see it. All right. All right, there we go. Now I cut the seam off, but I used those two pieces, so that's what I wanted to do. This one I cut very crooked, so let's straighten that one up. All right, see, just a little strip here I had to cut off to get it straight. All right, so now, let's see, this one might actually be a good journaling card. I'm gonna just cut this in half. And I think I'll go ahead and round the corners and make these into journaling cards. I still want to sew around the edges. That's why I'm going to go ahead and round these corners so they're ready to sew. All right, that one's ready. So I glued these down with, you could use whatever you like best to glue down wrapping paper. I have used glue stick, and I think it actually worked really good on wrapping paper. Glue stick sometimes works really good on wrapping paper and napkins. But today I used art glitter glue. So let's see how I want to cut these. Let's make a couple of long, narrow ones, like bookmark type tags. I think that would be fun, not have them all the same, size. So like that. And another one like that. At least one more. Actually, let's make two more. And these will be a little wider, so we don't have any waste here. Here we go. All right. So different sizes. We even have some journaling cards. So next I want to go ahead and make my little angle cuts here. These, I don't know if I'll make angle cuts on these. I think I might leave these two just straight like that, or around the corners. They're so pretty though, aren't they? Let's see, let's round the corners on one. Where's my corner rounder? Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty. What a difference a rounded corner makes. Isn't that prettier? Okay, yeah, like that. It looks more like a professional bookmark, doesn't it? Like you'd get from the store or something. So, all right. And then the little bit wider ones here. Let's see how those look. I still want to sew around all of these though. So I'll show you how that goes in a minute. I just want to get these ready to sew, and then I'll go sew. I'll pause and I'll go sew, and then I'll show you the results. I think I'll just do a straight stitch around the outside, and I will do it before I poke any holes with my hole punch or anything. And so these, that's all the rounded corners I need. These I'm going to cut angles. So let's cut some angles real quick, and they'll be ready to sew also. So yeah, I thought I would punch my holes after I sew. That might be easier. Okay. So yeah, there's simple, quick tags today, but something I've been wanting to do. So why not do it on Tag Tuesday? Now there's a little strip here of my backing showing, so I'm going to cut that off real quick. Let's see if my angle needs a little bit more of an angle now that I cut that off. There we go. Yeah, I think these look pretty. So yeah, I was saying I'm just going to do a straight stitch around the outside. I think that's all these need as far as stitching, and then I'm going to use black thread, which I already have in my sewing machine, which seems to be what I have in my sewing machine most of the time. It's a good generic thread, goes with everything, right? And especially these. They have the reds and the dark colors in them, so Let's see, how's that look? Yep, good, good, good. It takes a minute to cut all these angles, doesn't it? I hesitated on that one. Okay. Yeah, I wish there was a faster way, but there really isn't. This is probably the fastest way, because if you measure, then it takes longer, right? That's probably why I don't bother trying to do the little thing where you put the corner over. It's much faster just clipping it off. But I seem to have pretty good luck with getting them even. If you can't get them even, then if I couldn't get them even, I would definitely do that little thing with the corners. But pretty good luck so far getting my angle straight or even. Okay, if they're not even, then I just clip a little bit more until they are even. Okay, so these look good. I wish I could just do all of my wrapping paper at the same time here, but that would take forever. So I'll do a little bit at a time like this and have some for my stash. I don't know if I would put any in my shop. If you all want me to, let me know. I'll be glad to. Because like I just showed you, I have plenty of wrapping paper. I can make more. So, all right, I'm going to pause, sew, and be right back. Show you the awesome results. Okay, in order to get this show on the road, I went ahead and just sewed on one of the tags, one of the bookmarks, and the journaling cards. So I went ahead and picked out some toppers. And so let's punch our holes, and I'll show you what I picked out. I'm going to punch a little hole here. Let me show you the stitching. It's, you know, a thin black line of thread, but I think it makes a lot of difference. And, you know, besides the glue is nice and secure, also with some sewing. So let's punch. I'm punching a hole in both of those. No, so for the tag, I picked out this black seam binding or whatever it is, a little lace. And let me get a good size piece here and cut a couple of angles. I'm gonna put this in and see what this looks like finished. I think it will be pretty simple, but pretty. Okay, there we go. Cute. All right, I would like that to spread apart a little bit more. There we go. Okay, cooperate. There we go. That is cute, right? Okay, one down. For this one, I found some gold colored thread, and there's a gold running through here that I thought matched perfectly. I don't know. I just ran across this in my trim, so I pulled it out. And it's like a thin grosgrain ribbon. I think I recently picked this up at a thrift store, so that was cool. Because it's cool to bring something home and then you end up using it right away, you know what I mean? Instead of it just sitting around. Okay, so there's a little ribbon on top of that. Very bookmarkery. Okay. I might put a little bit of glue back here. Sometimes you can do that, or put a little stitch across there. I might do that. Put a little stitch across there. That would work. I might try that in a minute. So let's leave that for the moment. For these, I thought I would make a little topper like this, a little piece of lace. So I was going to glue this down and then stitch it. So I was going to do it before I turned back on the video, but I figured I'd show you what I was doing. You know, because this is a video where I'm showing you what I'm doing. So I didn't want to do everything off camera. All right, so a little bit of fabric tack there. And we'll put this up here and let that dry for a second. I really wouldn't even use glue on it, except I've learned that I really need to use some glue to keep it in its spot when I'm sewing, because if I don't, then it seems to move over to the right or something and it's not centered and things like that. So yeah, best to use a little glue. and let it dry for a minute so you don't clog up your needle. Alright, so we'll let that dry for a minute, and then so that can be put in a pocket in and out like that. And then I figured I'd do one on the side so I could put it in a belly band or a side tuck or a side pocket. It's nice to have a little tab to grab onto when you're putting it in something like that, where you're putting it in the side of something. So a little bit of glue on here. Did I get any on there? I think I did. Hard to see on this lace, but I think it's there. Okay, so this is going on the side and kind of like in the middle. Okay, so this one can dry while I'm sewing on that one, and I'm going to sew across that little ribbon too and see how that works out. Okay, did I get any glue on there? No. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go sew these and this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm done with these for now. Here is one of the journaling cards with the side little tab. You can see the stitching around. Plenty of journaling space on the back. Good to tuck into side tucks and belly bands. And then this is the top tab on this journaling card. You can see the sewing better on the back, can't you? But yeah. And there's our little top tab. Here is our bookmark tag. So I just sewed around the outside after we, rounded the corners, punched our little hole. I did sew through here, and I just did a little zigzag stitch right over that little ribbon right there. And I think that, I like it, and it's holding that ribbon right in place, so no need for any glue there. I added the word beauty here with my little label maker while I was paused. Just kind of struck me that a word would be cute on these, so I might add some more words when I think of some more words, but right now I just added beauty. So yeah, maybe I'll put some more words on here. And then here's the little tag with this little lace topper sewn around. Again, journaling space on the back of all of these. So yeah, ready for some journals. So I'll finish the rest. There was a lot, as you can see. I cut a lot, but I'll do those off camera. And yeah, let me know, because sometimes my customers let me know, like, hey, are you going to put any of those in your shop? And and then I do, because sometimes I don't think of it, like think that anybody would want them, as far as I'm just making them for my stash. But now and then people do want something like this, so simple tags and journaling cards. So let me know if anybody wants any, and I will make some for my shop too. Thanks for watching today. Check out all the participants in my description box. Thank you to all the participants for participating. There wouldn't be a collab without you, so thank you so much. And they all give you some great ideas too, so might spark that little idea of inspiration you need today. So thank you for watching. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.